years. My dad gave me a call, said, Jake, there's some jobs going at this factory, 40,000 a year, the mortgage, the car payments and stuff like that. You can live that standard life. But I was talking to my team this morning, put a yes in the chat if he was on that call. And I shared that, you're never going to see a statue of an average person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're never going to see a statue of someone who went to school, got good grades, got a good paying job, worked until they're 65 and 70, and just retired, maybe lived by the seaside and just lived a standard life. You're never going to see that person in the Hall of Fame, because they just lived the average lifestyle. I don't believe they lived out their purpose. I don't believe that they stepped into what God wanted them to step into.
Mm-hmm.
So those people, we never really hear of them. We never hear of the people that tried, right? So I got to the point of 26. I saw a massive change in the world. I saw social media just boom and just skyrocket. I saw people living that laptop lifestyle too, traveling the world, earning money in the sleep. To be honest, I didn't even know what they were doing to earn money, because in my mindset, you either become a sport, an athlete, some type of athlete, some type of artist when it comes to like singing and stuff like that, or a TV reality show, celebrity, whatever it is. That was my mindset of success. Or otherwise, you were born into wealth. Maybe your daddy owned a big business and you were born with a silver spoon. I didn't know that anyone on the planet, if they had, we had Big Brother, if any Love Island, if anyone on the planet, right, got access to some information, they could actually apply the information and change their whole course of their life. I didn't know that. That concept was completely foreign to me. That anyone can there's actually a science to getting rich. I didn't know that. So when I was 26, it actually took the point of me being depressed, bro. Literally hit rock bottom, And went for a walk earlier today, and I got stung on some stinging nettles. And it's funny how nature, there's so many clues in nature. I got stung by some stinging nettles, and for those that don't know I'm not sure. I'm hoping everyone's experienced stinging nettles before. In the UK, we've got a load of them, right? And within like a meter or two of a stinging nettle plant, there's another plant called the dock leaf, which is actually designed to heal the sting from the stinging leaf. And it reminded me of my situation. I thought I was having the worst time of my life, but in that exact same moment actually became the best moment of my life. The
Mm-hmm.
moment that woke me up, the moment where the solution was actually in the problem.
Right.
And because the law of polarity, exactly, so because I had that moment of confusion where something had to change, an emotional impact. The next week I found the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. I found Think and Grow Rich. I come across El Nightingale's The Strangest Secret, Bob Proctor from the movie The Secret, and all of these amazing teachers and mindset coaches and success coaches. And I just became a big student of why people do what they do. Why some people succeed, why some people don't necessarily succeed, why some people try and don't make it happen. I just became a massive student of just human beings.
Right.
Me becoming successful, that was kind of like a byproduct of me finding out what was going on. I never started this whole journey with how fast can I get it?
Mm-hmm.
How fast can I get the results? Let's do this. No, I never started like that. My mindset was, because I was coming from a low negative place. My first goal, Jackie, was just to get happy. My first goal was just to get happy again. I didn't know what happiness was. Happiness turns out to be progress. I
Mm-hmm.
believe a human being is happy when we're progressing, when we're learning new skills, when we're becoming more of who we are, right? And I set, Bob Proctor talks about A type, B type, and C type goals. An A type goal is something you can do. A B type goal is something you think you can do. That's where most people live. They live between the A and the B type world. There's no inspiration needed. You don't need God. You don't need the universe for A type and B type goals. Okay. Because what we're doing there is we're walking by sight and not by faith. Now, a C type goal requires faith. A C type goal requires the law of attraction to start getting involved in your life. You got no idea how you're going to achieve this. At the time, that C type goal for me was turning my annual income into my monthly income.
Mm-hmm.
I'd never saw that before. No one around me was earning 40,000 a month. No one. And because my dad, put it this way, my dad was my manager's manager, and I saw his monthly check, okay, and I was depressed because I didn't want to climb the ladder in a job that I didn't even like. I just fell into it, and I found out, bro, on this journey, most people live that way.
Mm-hmm.
Most people today are working a job that they fell into. They didn't necessarily go out there searching for that specific job, and they're earning money they don't necessarily like to earn. They're working alongside people that they wouldn't choose to be around if they wasn't tied to a job.
Right.
They're having to wake up to an alarm, and their first thought is not thank you, it's, oh my God, I've got work, right? This is how most people live their life. They're questioning whether they can have time off work to go on holiday. They're questioning whether they can really give their children and their family a dream lifestyle at Christmas and on birthdays, right? And this is how most people live their life. And this is my motivation to build this business, because we have the opportunity to give people a secondary source of income. We give people the opportunity to start to think and develop their mind to become independent and build whatever they want to build, however big your imagination is, however big your why is, however impressive your work ethic is. Whatever you want is what I'm trying to say. You can have it in this business. And for me, I like the quote to, you don't want what I want because you haven't saw what I saw. I joined this business in the April of 2018. And Thierry will tell you, because at one point, Thierry was probably the only person I was speaking to. Because when you start moving and grooving in life, the people that you were associating with before you started moving, they're going to think you're crazy. In fact, if they don't think you're crazy, you ain't changing.
Right.
You ain't growing. Right? So it's actually a good sign. It's a good sign that the people around you are starting to worry about you. It's not coming from negativity. It's coming from a place of they're used to you. They're used to you being you.
Mm-hmm.
I was lost in the source, down, depressed, taking drugs, doing all this negative life, and they weren't worried. They wasn't worried about me, bro. Right? The second I turned my life around, started to become happy, started to become healthier, started to help people earn money, started to develop my mindset and start to win. All of a sudden, everyone was worried about me. So you can imagine the confusion I was going through in my mind as I was growing. It was such a paradigm shift for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm telling you right now, if there's anyone growing on the line, they will relate to what I'm saying right now. And I flew out to meet Bob Proctor, and I met someone actually in this company. It's crazy how the universe works. He actually wasn't in this company when I first met him, but he is now. And I said to him, he was doing network marketing, social network marketing, building a business from his smartphone. That's what we do, right? And I said to him, bro, how's it been for you? When he said, well, I did about 125,000. And I said, well, okay. And he said, last month. Right? So there's me. My goal's 40,000 a month, thinking it's a C-type goal, literally on the verge of being impossible. And I meet this guy who's earning 3 times that monthly, and he's doing this business. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I got to know him over the 7 days. And I realized I got to learn his story. I asked him questions about, how's the journey 2-3 years in, I'm only like, only 6 months in, like, any advice for me? And I realized that it was possible. I went there thinking I could be successful. I came back knowing in my heart that if I just stuck to, what successful people do. I did a call this morning based on common sense. And my version of common sense is, if you do as people do, you will get as they get. You will have as they have. If you do what they do, you have what they have. Okay, because habits create success. Okay, you can't change your results. You can change your habits. I never once believed that I could be diamond. I did believe I could develop diamond habits.
Mm-hmm.
Put a yes in the chat if you believe that you can develop diamond habits. If you can, right? Yeah, I got you. If you believe that you can learn and change, then you can be diamond. You can have anything you want. This is the key. It wasn't the belief in me. It was the belief in what I was doing. Can I change what I'm doing? Can I change my habits? And I got back to, and thanks to your our relationship, you helped me through those challenging times. You've been able to relate to me. That's why I love mentorship. you also experiencing what I was experiencing, and you've been able to relate to me. You know, followed the system now. Now we're helping so many people. We got business all over the world. And it's all because of this network. I said to people earlier, I said, listen, the company that we're building right now could fall to the ground. We could switch vehicles like this and still go to the top, and people would follow us because of the vision that we have. And I like to share that with my people. I don't teach my people to sell a specific product. I don't teach my people to sell a specific company. I teach my people to sell themselves, because if they can sell themselves, they can build multiple businesses. And the average millionaire has 7 streams of income, 7 streams. But most people make the mistake of trying to set up 7 streams of income at one time.
Yeah.
Network marketing is designed for you to develop that mindset. Set up the stream of income here, get to at least 10,000 a month, at least. And then don't worry, we've got your back. We've got multiple different pots that you can put your income in. So Tia, I'm going to pass it back to you. But that's my story. What's your story, bro? What's your story?
Man, like I said, man, it's similar to yours, man. We all have some type of struggle, but I was like yourself, Jake. You know, I didn't do the best when it came to, you know, the formal education, going to school. You know, I was an athlete majority of my life. You know, all I did was play sports, play football, American football. Okay, I know we got some Europeans on the call, but I played American football. I wrestled, and I did track and field. But you know, during those times of being an athlete, I learned from being an athlete more than I did from, you know, being in the classroom. Why? Because I was more of a hands-on learner, right? And sometimes you have to, you know, realize what type of learner you really are. And so, and you know, right, Fraser, right. But it came down to, okay, you know, what do I want to do with my lifestyle? Because at that time, you know, I was very young, but at a very young age, I made the conscious decision. I don't know anybody like myself that made a very young, conscious decision to not live a certain way. Now, the certain way, Jake, that I didn't want to live was I didn't want to live in poverty. I didn't want to live unhealthy, and I didn't want to live not, you know, wealthy. But the first thing that I knew was, you know, health was wealth. And I'm a firm believer that, you know, if you take care of your body will take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw my environment, everybody was unhealthy, both mentally and physically. And so, Jake, I went through sports, I went through school, I got my certification, become a personal trainer, made, you know, close to 80,000. Well, no, I did make 80,000 my first year working within the fitness industry with no experience. And essentially, you know, change my self-image of myself, because it's like what you said earlier, Jake, it's not about IQ, it's about I can.
Right.
And I got into an environment that made me feel uncomfortable. Now, me getting uncomfortable made me kind of struggle a little bit. And during that time, I started to realize that the struggle was different. How so? Well, because I had a full-time job and a part-time life. How many of you today have a full-time job and a part-time life? Some of you are probably recouping from having a full-time life and no job. Not trying to make light of, you know, the previous, you know, situation with the pandemic, but at the end of the day, you have to take a lesson in what has happened over the last 2 years. But during that time, I got into network marketing, relationship marketing at the age of 19. Never made any income in my first 2 years because I was in university. I was around a bunch of broke, busted, and disgusted college students. I invested into myself. I stayed in an environment where it was positive. And during that period of time, I stayed kind of near the fire, but not in the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Jake, I started to look at different ways to help me create a different lifestyle. I didn't necessarily know what was out there, but I knew there was something different. Guys, I want you guys to put this in the chat. Different isn't dangerous. Different is just uncomfortable. And Jake, I got uncomfortable because I kept thinking, what do I need to do? What is it going to take for me to get out of this situation? Because if you do what people do, you say what they say, you get what they get every single time. Guys, we looked at how our parents was living. We didn't like how they were living, but we still did what they did. Jake, what do we always say? Don't believe everything that you see. Even salt looks like sugar. So it came down to a point, who do I need to be, who do I need to surround myself with that will get me to that next level? And so, Jake, I got introduced to Mr. Darren Gibson. He was 25 at that time, made multiple six figures, had his own, home, had a Lamborghini. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, what does this guy know that I don't know? How is he living that type of way? Now, most African Americans, what do? They want to be judgmental. They want to prejudge, as Mr. Bugs would always say. They will prejudge. Me, I put it like this. I wasn't skeptical. I was mostly curious. You know how they always say, curiosity kills a cat? No, curiosity cured this cat. It cured this cat from living in poverty. Why? Because I was living in my grandmother's basement when I started working with Darren. And he exposed me to a different environment. He exposed me to some new information, and he exposed me to the determining, or the determining factor for you and your success. And Jake, what's that? A mentor. He became my mentor, and he also introduced me to his mentors. Put BP inside the chat if you know who Bob Proctor is, or you have heard of Bob Proctor. Right? And so I had no clue who Bob Proctor was. Never heard of the movie The Secret, never heard of Think and Grow Rich. I had heard of Think and Grow Rich, but me, I'm a dumb jock. I don't want to read a book. And so I realized, man, if I want the lifestyle that they have, I got to do what they're doing. Jake, Darren will wake up at 4:00 in the morning, read the Bible, and make it look attractive. I'm like, what is he doing? Why is he reading the Bible? Then meet me at the gym. I'm at the gym before he gets there, but he's getting there right when I'm getting there. And I'm like, what is it? But long story short, August 12th of 2016, I made the decision. Georgia, I made the decision to get started. Get started with what? Changing my life. That's why I always talk about having the right lifestyle. Most people are buying into other people's opinions. Write this down, guys. When you buy into other people's opinions, you buy into their lifestyle. Check this out. When you buy into other people's opinion, you're buying into their lifestyle. Life is what everybody has, Jake. Style is the way that they're living. I wanted the lifestyle that Darren had. More importantly, I was willing to sacrifice. I was willing to do whatever he did to get where he was at. And so, Jay, I think that's where a lot of people struggle, is not having the willingness to sacrifice. Jake, what's the meaning of sacrifice, bro?
Sacrifice is giving up something of a lower nature to attract something of a higher nature. And when you have a why that you're emotionally involved with, it won't feel like a sacrifice. You'll be excited for it. I know there's some people traveling to Prague. Put a yes in the chat if you're coming to Prague. End of July. People are going to be having to sacrifice their time to fly on a plane. On the way there, they're going to be excited because of the why. We're always more excited going towards a meal or going towards a destination than we are coming back from it, because we know where we're going. Now, if you don't know where you're going, I mean, traveling can be boring. I mean, why are you even traveling? Do you know what I mean? So it's the same when it comes to building this business. If you're not clear on where you're going, right? you're not going to want to do the work. It's going to be pointless to you. You can snooze the alarm. You haven't got to jump on these calls. You haven't got to speak to your mentor. You ain't got to read the books. You ain't got to start learning anything because you don't know where you're going anyway, which is why I'm very clear on having a clear goal. Prague is the next event that we're all going to go to at the end of July. And it's actually events where decisions are made.
Absolutely.
Events are where decisions are made. So that's my meaning of sacrifice to you.
Man, bro, like that was huge because, and just speaking on events, me having a sit down with Mr. Gibson, Jason Solomon, Emilio, and then him introducing me to Bob Proctor for my very first time on a 70-inch flat screen. Like, you know how big Darren's TV is. Like, it's almost half my wall. But it was. I'm looking at Bob Proctor and I'm hearing this information about personal development, professional development, multiple sources of income, changing a paradigm, and I'm just like, what? Wow. Whoa. I'm just like shocked. So Caroline, I'm getting all of this information, and like you said, Jake, when you value what you're about to invest into, it doesn't feel like a sacrifice.
But I'm gonna give you another spin of it. The law of attraction only takes place during sacrifice.
Woo.
If you're comfortable, law of attraction's got no reason to work in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So I get excited about sacrificing because I know that's when the second that you start doing things you don't necessarily want to do or you're used to doing, you start doing new behavior patterns. You do realize that, like, the law of attraction, God, universe, whatever you believe in, is like, oof, what's going on, man?
Money calling.
What's it actually is? What's going on, man? So and that's, you see what I mean? It just comes in, just effortlessly and easily. But it's because of what the meaning of sacrifice. I don't see it as a sacrifice, bro. I get excited whenever I try new foods. Whenever I implement a new habit into my lifestyle, I get excited because I know that that's the cause and the effect is about to manifest.
Absolutely.
You don't know exactly what's about to manifest or when it's about to manifest. And here's a good one as well. Whenever you do set goals, expect better than your goal.
Mm-hmm.
Expect not just your goal to manifest, but expect your goal and more. So whenever I set a goal, I'm always like, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm earning and receiving X amount or more per month, 10 diamonds or more in my organization. I'm always expecting, not just because, listen, God, universe, whatever you believe in, you can always measure what you put, what you're putting in. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you can always measure what you're putting in. You're never going to be able to measure what's going to come out. That's what excites me. And when you start to really look after people, I said a quote this morning. What you make happen in someone else's life, God will make happen in your life. The universe will make happen in your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for a long time, Tia, once I realized that everything comes from the universe, I wanted to really build that relationship with Source. I wanted to really build it, and I kept saying in my gratitudes, I kept saying, why am I so good at building a relationship with God? Why am I so good at building a relationship with Source? Why am I so good? Because when you see, you got to ask the right questions.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't asking how can I build a better relationship with the universe. I was actually asking from a place of, why am I so good at building a relationship with the universe? And asking you'll receive. When you help someone get what they want, when you treat someone the way that you'd like to be treated and beyond and go the extra mile,
Mm-hmm.
the universe takes that personally and will bless you times 10. Okay. If that what I've just said does not excite you on that, this is God's honest truth, bro. When I heard this, I remember it was last Christmas, Christmas Eve. It was John Maxwell. I was doing some studying, John Maxwell. I cried for about 45 minutes. Cried.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd found the key. Last Christmas. 4 months later, I hit diamond. You all hearing me? So I took the attention off me and I completely focused on how can I help others get what they want and give to them what they need to win.
Mhm.
I'm not attached to whether they do win or not. I don't care what anyone does in my team, Tia. You know me. I'm gonna go ahead and win and build this and find leaders to come with me. I don't care what they do with it. That's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to give them the gift
Yep.
and to be the friend, be trust, be love, be the leader, be the mentor that I would have loved and appreciated on my journey. And
Ab-
then you're gonna get blessed tenfold, tenfold. And
Absolutely.
I've experienced it in my life. Even little things like, and this is somewhat little, and it might, but I'm just come with me. We walked today, right? We did like a 7K walk, and it was like, we got to this situation. I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to walk back. We're gonna have to walk back. And then all of a sudden, our neighbours pulled up next to us and was like, hey, you're right. And was like, can we get a lift, please? And they were like, yeah, yeah. We got a lift back. And I said to Charlie Citizen, God is so good to us, man. We're good. We're being blessed, man. We're being blessed, but it's no surprise now though, because of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years of sacrifice.
Mhm.
The 1, 2, 3, 4 years of rejection, of the no's, right? Of the struggles, of the confusion, of the family being worried about me, the people I love the most, my nan, my mom. I mean, the BPM family know it when my nan was there. I mean, you know, seeing my family worry, and now things are different. But the reason why I'm sharing this is because, trust me, keep going. Keep going, keep being persistent, keep following keep following the clues. It has to happen by law. Nature, nature, nature. It has to. The seed has to grow. The seed always reveals the quality of the soil. Just keep planting those seeds, man, and just keep sowing and smiling.
Look,
What's the next slide?
if you haven't seen the movie Door, just keep swimming, just keep swimming,
There
just
you
keep
go, man.
swimming, swimming. You got to keep swimming.
Mm,
And I was having a conversation with quite a few people, but I like to bring up the idea of storms in your life. We got hurricanes, we got tornadoes, we got what sandstorms. You got all these type of storms in your life, but you got to understand that life will always throw storms at you. It's not about what happens when the storm comes. It's about what you do when the storm comes. You can either be grateful or you can be, ungrateful. The more and more you're grateful, you'll see the beauty in the storm. But when you go through the storm, you probably don't see the beauty.
right.
That's the constant rejection. That's why I pulled this slide up, your struggle. You got to go through your struggle. Matter of fact, you got to grow through your struggle, because understand this, your struggle should make you stronger. Your struggle should make you stronger. Jay, we talk about how you and Charlie finally, started getting together, and she would question, why are you always coming to my place? Why don't I ever come to yours? Because you were struggling. You were going through that process of rebuilding,
Right.
right? You didn't want to see her go. She didn't want you. You didn't want her to see you go through that struggle. But guess what? She became your strength. She added on to you just as much as you was adding on to her. So then now you guys are equally yoked, right?
100%.
And now it's to a point. Same thing with this business. Like, I don't look at this as network marketing. I look at this as business. I look at this as relationships. I think of network marketing as building a network of family, or building a family that you can do things with long term. This is my family right here. We break bread together for sure, but at the same time, we are in a family to help each other grow, help each other develop into their true potential. Are you guys aware that human beings are the only ones that don't reach their fullest potential? Like you got to realize you got to put yourself in the right environment that's going to stretch you. If you're not in the right environment that's going to stretch you, you need to get out of that environment. If you don't got friends that's talking about, hey, look, man, I see you still, not trying to beat up on your car, but you got a raggedy car. When you going to get a new car, bro? How's it that we always upgrade on our phones, but we never upgrade on how we earn income, bro? We need to change this. You got to have those tough conversations. Jake, I remember when Darren came out there to you, had that tough conversation. What happened?
Mm-hmm. Time of the truth. Truth hurts, secrets kill.
Told you the truth. Then guess what? Started taking extremes amount of action. What'd you do? You got uncomfortable. Why? Because you weren't leaning on your own understanding. You were leaning on his. And that's uncomfortable. Most people
Especially,
don't.
yeah. Sorry, bro. Sorry to cut you off. Carry on.
Most people don't. Most people don't want to get uncomfortable. And I'll be honest with you. Me, I was comfortable in the beginning, but at the same time, I got uncomfortable because I was getting left behind. And sometimes you need that wake up call. Sometimes you need that, that slap in the face. It's going to make you feel uncomfortable. But understand this: the uncomfortable feeling will make you grow. You've never got your goals and dreams by being comfortable. You can only get them outside your comfort zone. And Jake, now that you've made it a habit of becoming uncomfortable, now you're getting new results. You're helping other people achieve what they want to achieve. And so back to the point of, the law of attraction at work, you sold so much over and over and over during those storms. And now people can see that you're in the sunshine. You're in the sunshine.
Yeah, and talking about, leaning not on your own understanding. This is something which I believe a lot of people struggle with. For those that know me, I talk about the four basics of success. Number one is, who do you listen to? So the second that you set yourself a goal, this is what I want. Now you need to decide who you're going to listen to if that is your goal. Your goal determines who you hang around. Your goal determines who you go to for advice. And the second basic is, how teachable and coachable are you going to be? This was difficult for me because, I'm talking from my perception. I'm a grown man, and I got someone over here telling me that I ain't gonna win unless I change.
Mm-hmm.
And I was used to being around cheerleaders. Okay, so cheerleaders are people that just say, "Yeah, man, you're the best. You're gonna win. You're amazing. You are, bro. No matter what you're doing, okay, you can just be eating a pizza right now, just sat on the couch. Yeah, man, I love you to pieces, man. You're amazing. I love it." And that's okay. You need those people, but you also need a coach that's gonna say, "Listen, get up, put the pizza down, bro. Get on the treadmill. Let's go. Let's get." You need someone who's gonna tell you the truth. And this is only for a season in your life. Now I do believe that we should always have a mentor, and always surround yourself. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. For those that know Holton Buggs, who we're going to talk about in a second, he still is earning the least in his circle,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you can imagine the type of people that he's hanging around. This guy's almost a billionaire. So it's always good and very, very wise to be around people doing more than you, earning more than you, etc. But you have to go through a season of your life of being okay with not knowing.
Right.
Bob says there's two things you need to know when it comes to your goals: where you are, where you want to go. Most people don't know where they are, or they don't want to admit where they are. I had to take that truth pill, that truth pill, and be like, I got no business skills. Everyone I've asked so far has said no. And I need to now humble myself and submit to a mentor and say, "Listen, bro, I don't know what I don't know. Can you, can you teach me?" And it's uncomfortable, man. There's been many times when I've disagreed with what my mentor said, and he's just said, "Perfect, send me your address. I'll send you some tissues, and you can just wipe up your tissues and just let me know when you're ready to get moving again."
Right.
And that's hard. That's hard to take because it's just hard to take. But like I said, now obviously humility is big, yeah. So now when you reach a certain level, you kind of developed your own wings enough for you to start flying yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And a mentor, a good mentor as well, will he'll never let you they'll never let you actually hit the ground. They'll push you out the nest, right? But they'll be out of sight but in touch. So a good mentor will push you out the nest. They'll be out of sight, but they'll be in touch. Meaning, you may not think that they're watching you, but they are.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we have in this family shift, in this environment. You know, because people have the fear of missing out, and I see these people hitting ranks, and I'm not going anywhere. Trust me, we don't leave anyone behind. Okay, we see you, we recognize you. It's up to you then to raise your hand and start doing more and flying more, and trust me, you're going to get the attention that you need. But I hope you all get my point. In this environment, the reason why we give certain suggestions and different suggestions to different people is because everyone's at different stages in their growth journey,
Absolutely.
and we're going to push you out the nest and basically show you the mess but not leave you in the mess.
Mm-hmm.
And having a mentor is just a speedier and easier, so a speedier and easier way of achieving your goals.
Absolutely.
You can make it without a mentor, 100%. I'm not saying everyone needs a mentor. I'm saying, why not do it in 5 versus 25 years? Why not get to your first million in 5 years rather than 25 years, or in 5 months than in 5 years? It's that kind of process.
Let me ask this question. Guys, if you can put inside the chat, which one would you rather do? Would you rather earn a million in 40 years, or would you rather earn a million in 5? Put it inside the chat.
No brainer, right?
This is a conversation, not a presentation. Right? 5 years. So if that's the case, why not put yourself in a position to do that? The only reason why you don't put yourself in a position is because you don't know how. Guys, there's a lot of things I don't know how to do, but I still end up doing it. Jake, we always found out ways how to do things. How do we find out how? By doing it. The biggest problem with, most people is they don't want to take action. And this environment right here, because of how encouraging and how much guidance and support that you get, you feel left out if you're not doing something. You feel left out. It's like when you're in the right environment, when you're in a winning environment, you don't want to do anything but win with everybody else too.
Mm-hmm.
But what do winners do? They take action. And with our system, we are giving people a way where they can take action on investing into themselves. Like,
Go
ahead.
I was going to talk about time. The word system, guys, just say it actually stands for save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. So on your way to your goals, why not save yourself stress, time, energy, and money? Right? Just makes sense. We have a system in place. There's 2 things that most people are lacking, and it's a system and an environment. A system and environment. That's the soil that your goal needs. A system and an environment. And it's if you plug into the system, use the system to build your business, it's inevitable. Like I said, it actually just has to happen. So on the left there, you can see we got the masterclass, which is information, which I don't think most people don't really value as much as it is. I know how much Darren has invested into his mind. I have also invested a lot into some programs and working with Bob Proctor, etc. He's given us that information for literally peanuts. And it's not just information either, it's active information.
Mm-hmm.
Only 2% of the population actually think. 2%. When I met Bob Proctor, he said, Jake, you see this room? I said, yeah. He said 98% of the people in this room, meaning 98% of the people that study success. I don't mean of the world. I mean 98% of the people that study Think and Grow Rich, that read this information, 98% of those people never make a paradigm shift. And when I made that decision to be in that 2%, that's when I attracted Darren. Darren's a grower. He is a grower. He does what he says, and I've saw it many times. Many times. You can't accidentally attract flying on Bob Proctor's jet. You just can't. It doesn't happen by accident. Okay, you don't wake up and go, "How have I got here?" No, you, that's law of attraction.
You
You
got to
can't
put it
act.
into work.
Exactly. You can't. Yeah, you have to be a conscious competent with this information. You can't accidentally work. And attract sitting next to Holton Bugs at a table, working out with Holton Bugs, flying out and meeting Holton Bugs. You can't accidentally attract that. So you want to make sure that you're hanging around people who are using the law of attraction to create their goals and dreams. Because even if you're in their proximity, it will be affecting your goals and dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're all connected financially, energetically together in this organization. Do you all understand that, right? We're all connected. We're all because money's energy, right? For those that don't know, money's energy. So we're all connected in a big ball of consciousness. And the leader is growing. So that's good news for everyone in this business, because the information is active. You see, water, if you just put water in a corner of a room and let it just stay still, it will eventually mold. It will do. It will mold. It has to be moving. It
Jay,
has to be moving.
I don't think a lot of people understand, that nothing is at rest. Everything is constantly moving. So majority of people that end up getting depressed is because they're not moving. You said it earlier. Your happiness is in your progress. The
Mhm.
reason why you're not happy is because you're not progressing. And if you're not progressing, I guarantee you're not going to be happy. So what are you doing on a daily basis that's going to make you progress? Do you set goals? Do you do things that make you feel uncomfortable? Do you learn something new every single day? I'm often telling individuals that's higher in age, and I'm always, hey, how you doing, young man? And typically, Jake, what happens? They smile majority of the time. I got a few people that are like, "What you mean, young man? I'm still old." But hey, that's how you perceive yourself. But I give them that impression of increase because I want them to feel young. Wow, because they're in the presence of somebody who's young. Here, write this down. Young means that you're still learning. Write that down.
Okay.
Young still means that you're still learning. Old is when you stop learning. I often tell my grandmother, I say, look, you may be, a little bit up there in age, but you can still learn. And if you take the time to just learn something small, you can increase your lifestyle. You can improve your lifestyle by even just 1% per day. So, in this environment, we're going to put you in a position where you can grow.
And the action you take, this is why mindset is such a big part of what we do. So the business that we have is amazing. We have mindset calls, we have skill set calls. We've created a no excuse zone, basically. So if you're in a part of the business for longer than a month and your results aren't changing, that's your choice, right? That's okay, right? But it's your choice. So it's not just taking the action. Where most people to go wrong, Tier, is that they're taking the action, but they're taking it with the expectation of losing.
Mm,
They're actually expecting to lose. They're expecting no results to come. I've got this book open on my desk. The one thing I learned from Bob is that he always had a book open in a book holder on his desk, open on a chapter or maybe even a paragraph. And this paragraph has been here. I mean, it's been here that long right now. I mean, even the page has got a 10, right? It says in the power of awareness, it says that by persisting in the assumption that you are already the person you want to be, you rise above all doubt, fear, and belief in the power of outside circumstances, and your world inevitably conforms to your assumption.
mhm.
I know there's
And
some
repeat
people
that
that's
one
like,
over your head.
one more time, ready? So, persisting in the assumption that you are already the person you want to be, meaning when you write down that goal, you just need to persist that is you. That is you. So anything outside of this goal card is not true. It's just it's actually changing. Okay. Circumstances are temporary. The truth is permanent. The truth is your imagination. Circumstances is changing right now. Most people have got it flip flopped.
Mhm.
Okay, most people got that flip flopped. So by persisting in the assumption that you already are the person you want to be, you rise above all doubt, fear, and belief in the power of any outside conditions or circumstances, and the world starts to conform to your assumption. Meaning, if you want to be in Prague, just say so and be happy and grateful. Plan out your route, plan out what clothes you're taking, plan out, get some quotes on hotels and plan it all out and assume that you're already there and watch the world. So when we say stuff like, oh, I don't know why you're even on the line if you're not coming to Prague, but we're not being nasty. We know it's possible for you.
Mhm.
Like everyone can have, be, and do anything they want. You just have to decide that this is who I am. This is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be happy and grateful whilst I'm doing the work. See, when
Absolutely.
I build this business, bro, I'm building in a state of excitement. When I'm talking to people, I'm talking to people in a state of enthusiasm. I can't wait to bless the next person. I know I'm just one, two, three people away from another explosion in my business. I'm excited to show the universe that I'm taking action. Can you see what I'm doing? That person just said, no, who cares, man? This is my truth. You see, I'm taking action. There we go. I'm grateful. I'm going to go to bed and put my head on the pillow, grateful, happy. And I'm gonna watch back what I did yesterday and try and improve it and try my best to improve it. And I'm gonna keep reading my goal. Whatever we see with our eyes, last three letters in eyes is what? Yes. Whatever we hear continuously, right? Tia, you want to hear me when I'm going to the gym, bro? I'm so happy and grateful now that I am prosperity. I am rich. I am happy, healthy, and wealthy. My inbox is always full of people asking to join my business. Sharp, ambitious people contact me asking to join my business every single day. I attract leaders that build it big into my organization. I'm a magnet to miracles. Everyone and everything I touch turns to gold. Money flows to me effortlessly and easily, increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I've got it all, bro. It's programmed. I'm just screaming it to myself every day. Why? Because whatever we hear continuously goes into our heart.
Mhm.
That's my conditions. I create conditions and I let then the world catch me up. That's how you have to build this business. That's the difference. It's spiritual, not physical. When you decide this, you'll say the right things.
Mhm.
You'll hear the right things. Your behavior patterns will be different. Your attitude will be different. You'll put the right shirt on at the right time. You'll do your hair the certain way at the right time. I'm telling you right now, you'll walk into the shop at the right time. You'll see your neighbors at the right time, right? You see what everything happens when you just live in the assumption of I'm a magnet to miracles.
Man, I'm gonna touch on that because guys, I'm gonna give you guys a story in regards to events. Jake, that was a perfect example. Perfect example. I'm gonna give y'all a story that you guys can relate to. Those that are already in the business, if you're brand new, just bear with me, but you probably can relate to this as well. And Jake, I remember when I think this was before you got started with the business, and there was a gold and above training. Yeah, I believe it's gold and above, and we were going to Bob and Linda's home. This will be my very first time ever going to Bob Proctor's studio. And so, Jake, what I did was I used that chapter, Power of Assumption, in Power of Awareness, and I studied it. But not only did I study it, I applied it by having a picture of Bob's studio, me sitting on his couch and me looking at him going to work or him working at his desk. I looked at it every time I looked at my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I held the image, guys. I just put it inside the chat. I held the image as true. Remember those storms that I was talking about? I already had achieved my goal that I was going to get there, right? But as you know, storm's going to come.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do? Something happened. The vehicle that we were going to use got repoed. Got repoed. Some people, started, getting emotional and things of that nature. What did I do? Hold the image as true. 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 but I'm still taking action. I'm still doing the business. I'm still doing what I need to do to make sure that we get there. Damien, what do? I contact my cousin. Here's why persistence is so important when it comes to you achieving your goal. I contact my cousin who happens to be a truck driver. Hey, cuz, you gonna be going this weekend? Yeah. Look, I need a huge favor. What's going on? Look, I need to borrow your car this weekend. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, cool. Look, we're going to Toronto. What? You going to Toronto? Yeah, I gotta be at this. I gotta be at this leadership event. I cannot miss it. Okay, cool. I need an oil change. I need some new tires. Done. What do? Guys, we're broke as a joke. We don't have, we barely got there. Jake, what do? Hold the images true. We get to Toronto, we get to Bob and Linda's, we chilling, we having a good time. First night we get to Toronto, we didn't have the money for the hotel. We slept in the car. Slept outside the McDonald's, chilling. What do? We go to the gym. Jake, gotta get it in. So go to the gym, take our shower. What do? Go pick up Jason, Darren and Kaylee. We go to Bob and Linda's. That image that I held true in my mind, I saw it. Not only did I saw it, I felt it. I was there.
Love it, bro.
So whatever thing that you want, you gotta hold it as true. You gotta assume that it's already done. Whatever goal that you're going for this month, assume that it's already done. Have the assumption, and the world will conform to your assumption. But look, Jake, let's kind of speed this up. Look, we are now putting people in a position with this system to where they can invest into themselves. Because Jake, in our previous deal, we were able to earn, some good income, but we didn't necessarily know what to place our income in, where our income could earn or work harder than we were.
But not only that as well, as we, are we good for time, guys? Are we allowed another 10 minutes? Yeah, put yes in the chat if we got another 10 minutes. Yeah, let us know.
I got another 30 if you want to.
B, bro. I mean, I'll be on it till tomorrow. So, look, what I love about what this specific company within the company is that we're not insecure when it comes to people earning money. In our previous deals, if you even looked at another stream of income, it was frowned upon. It was, you're not focused. I'm not going to work with you. You're being disloyal. Whereas, I now tell people that really you're building network marketing to build your skills, to build your leadership spirit, to build your entrepreneurship spirit. You're building your brand, you're building your influence, and we're actually going to show you how to earn more money outside of network marketing, because like I mentioned, the average millionaire has 7 streams. But what I've learned is that the people that have access to these streams of income and have and are opening the doors, they want to see your commitment. They want to see that you're a genuine individual. They want to see that you care for people. I'll be honest, bro. I made the decision to go diamond long before I found out about this diamond deal situation. For those that don't know, when you go diamond, you get put into other buckets. That Holton Buggs, because Holton Bugg, the CEO of the company, he blesses his diamonds. He looks after them. He wants them to never worry about money ever again. So when you hit diamond, he puts you into certain investments. I made the decision to go diamond before that investment even came about, because I cared for people. You're not going to go very far in this business if you don't care for people. That's the mindset. Do you care for people? You're going to be blessed. What did I just say about your relationship to the universe when it comes to people? That needs to be your primary focus. Okay. That needs to be the reason why you're building this business. So we've got something called 5K Club, which is, you have to achieve 5,000 in volume. That's the first level of consciousness. Then you get plugged into the NFT platforms and different options that we have there. Again, we got another announcement this evening, Tia. I'm not sure if you want to go to the next slide. So what I'm saying is this business is more than just this specific business. Okay. It's you're entering into a whole new world. It's a lifestyle. You know, I don't go out to build the business. I build the business while I'm out. It's a smartphone business. Most people use their phone. I mean, most people are being used by their phone. Sorry. You know, we teach people how to use their phone instead of being used by social media. Why not use social media?
Right.
I see people crushing candy on their phone for hours. Why not crush goals for hours? So just switch up your priorities, right? Instead of ringing your friends and talking about what happened on the latest TV show, why not ring up your friends and offer them another stream of income?
Hmm.
Why not make some new friends that want to grow and not want us to stay stuck? I don't like being around people that are not looking to earn more money and grow. I don't like being around people like that. Because I believe that money just makes us. If you're a nice person, money's going to make you an even nicer person. And if you're a nice person, I mean, you're not going to be around me because I'm just a positive person. But I want to bless my family. I want to make sure that everyone. I'm willing to be uncomfortable, Tia, so my family can be comfortable.
Right.
I'm willing to sacrifice, you know, Sunday night on a Zoom call. Just giving my heart out and just going all in. Some of my family can just relax and do whatever they want to do. You have to be that person for your family. It's a leadership role, and you're gonna be blessed. All right, so Tia, get back to you, bro.
Absolutely, man. Well, look, those of you that are new, I know you may not understand what this business is, but let me put it like this. A lot of us don't know exactly how the US tax system or whatever country that you're in, you don't know how the tax system works. You just know that you have to pay it. And you pay it every single year. And I'll put it like this. A lot of us are doing things whether we understand it or not, but the main thing that we're really focused on is what we're doing and why we're doing it. When you find your why, you'll find your way.
Right.
What is the goal that you have that you really want to achieve here in the next 6 to 12 months? We're already 6 months into the year. Does your year does your year today look like last year's? If so, you need to make that decision to change. You need to make that decision. You have to take initiative because nobody's going to tell you or just come turn your light switch on and say, hey, let's go ahead and achieve your goals this year. No, it starts with you. So you have to take initiative. Whoever invited you to this call, they already done what they need to do, which is expose you, invite you to participate, not only participate, but to really, expose you to something much bigger and much better. Wow, because Jay, if I didn't expose you to something different, we wouldn't be having this call right now. You
Bro,
wouldn't
look.
have, you wouldn't have impacted the lives that you have for today. You wouldn't have been getting married this month.
Right. Listen, bro. I used to be that broke. I used to go into KFC and lick other people's fingers. Okay, so I mean, this is the real deal because my mindset was on just a poverty mindset. This environment, bro, what we teach people on a day-to-day basis is completely life-changing.
Mhm.
And what I've learned is the number one fear in the world is the fear of public speaking. Well, that stems down from the fear of opinions of others, meaning people care more about the opinions of others than actually dying.
Mhm.
That this is the real deal. So that's the only thing that holds people back from taking action in this business. They're scared of being rejected.
Mhm.
Why not be excited to be accepted? You're a part of an environment that we accept you. We accept you, open arms. We love people that want to grow. We love people that are ready to sacrifice their life to help other people. Why not be excited to be accepted rather than being scared of being rejected? Why not see life as half full than half empty? Why not always look on the bright side of life? Why not see rainbows rather than black and white? What I'm saying is, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. If you're on the call right now, we've got your back. Okay, we've got your back. This is the key. Thierry, when I was going through struggle, Thierry did not have a clue what I was about to do in this business. He did not. I was not. I was not making it happen. But he gave to me anyway. He accepted me anyway, regardless of my productivity. He was a friend to me anyway. Now Thierry's never going to have to worry about me ever again in my business. I mean, and my leg, it's just taken care of, man. Tier's never gonna have to worry about money ever again. Is this what I'm talking? Do you understand what I'm talking about, guys? Like, you see, it's that perception shift. Why not be excited to be accepted, then scared to be rejected?
Mm-hmm.
Dive into the positive instead of running away from the negative. Man, yeah, thank you so much for today, bro.
No problem. No problem. Look, guys, if you are brand new to this call, put brand new inside the chat. Put brand new and who invited you. Okay. What I'm gonna do is Jake, put your Instagram in the chat, bro.
It's actually my you can see, you should be able to see it on my name.
Right. What you need to do is what I want you to do is, number one, send me and Jake a message on what you gained from this call today. Number two, I want you to commit to inviting 5 people, having 5 people on this next call with our CEO, Mr. Holton Bugs. I can't tell you what he's going to share. Matter of fact, I'm learning exactly what you're about to learn. There's going to be a huge announcement, and what you want to do is you want to bring some other people to the table. You want to share this opportunity with somebody else. Why? Because write this down inside the chat. Sharing is caring. Jake, I'm only one person in this world, but to you, I'm the world. Why?
Yeah,
Because I changed.
Yeah,
Because
I
I
love
changed his world.
I love that quote. What is that quote? To the world, what is it, babe?
To the world, you're one person, but to one person, you're the world.
Could be the world. Exactly that. I love that. That's so big. Get excited about being the first, man. We all remember the first time we heard Think and Grow Rich, the first time we heard Bob Proctor, the first time we heard this. Be excited to be someone's first. Let them know, hey, listen, do you realize you can have, be, and do anything you want? Listen to this audio. Jump on this call tonight. Listen in. You don't have to sell people to get into this business. If we have to sell you to become free, this isn't for you. I show people what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at what I do. If you want to join, amazing. Who cares if not? Because we're over here winning, making it happen anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So get back to the person that got you on the line. And so, yeah, I'll let you end it off. Come on.
Look, all I can say is make the decision. You know why? Because if you make the decision, you'll help other people make the decision. Okay? If I didn't make a decision, there's a lot of people on this call that would not be in a position or having the lifestyle that they have today. So with that being said, make the decision and let's take action. Welcome to the family. Get my number, get Jake's number. As soon as you get started, we're going to work with you. We want to help you grow, and let's take action. See you guys. Boom.
Bye-bye.